For this recipe, we're making the broccoli cauliflower salad. And I'm using the recipe from one of the cookbooks that one of my churches put together, that we put together back in 2006 from the Lord's table. So this is one of my old recipes. I may have changed a few ingredients, but this is the recipe book I'm going to be using, and you will get the recipe for this broccoli cauliflower salad. And these are the ingredients that we're going to be using here. And of course, we're going to use the broccoli. I'll let you know how many cups or whatever in a few minutes. And cauliflower, we're going to use cauliflower. We're going to use celery, red onion. And in this salad, I use cranberries or either raisins. So, and it's not in the recipe, but I will add it to the recipe. Cranberries, and you can use either the white vinegar, distilled vinegar, or you can use the apple cider vinegar. I normally use the apple cider vinegar. And also for a little flavor, you can put in the cheese. This is vegan cheese. And maple syrup. All the recipes you find for the broccoli cauliflower salad is going to ask for white sugar, but I normally use a little maple syrup for the sweetness. And also I used mayo and vegan mayo. And also I add a few nuts in there. I'll put either pecan pieces, or I'll use walnut. So make it a little more crunchier. Okay, so now I'm going to show you all how much each. Okay, cut it off. Okay, now that we have everything all chopped up here, we got the broccoli, the cauliflower, and the onions and celery all chopped up. And so what we did here, as far as how much we put in the salad, is 2 cups of broccoli, 2 cups of cauliflower. Let's see. This is a 4th cup of red onions, that's a 3rd cup of celery, but you can put how much you want to put in, depending on how much onion you like. But I don't like a lot of onions in my salad. And there's a 1/2 cup of grated cheese, and then we got a 1/2 cup of nuts. Most people put one whole cup, and some people put bacon, but I just went and put I told you earlier, raisin or cranberries. So it's like about a 1/3 cup of cranberries. And this is a mixture here of this. If you're going to put sugar, vinegar, and mayonnaise. So this is like a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. Let's see, I only put like 2 tablespoons, if that much, of maple syrup. And about I think it was like 1/4 cup of vinegar. And you mix this together. Okay, first you're going to put all the other ingredients in before you put the wet ingredients. This in together. Mix it in together, all together. Okay, then we should mix that. This is always a family's favorite here. Probably need a bigger bowl, but I'll see if this will work. Okay, then you pour in the wet ingredients, which I probably need more, but if that's the case, I'll add more mixture. That here. And you probably will find that you may need more wet ingredients. Then you mix it together, depending on how wet you want it. And I must say that if you, when you make this salad, if you leave it in the fridge, it's, vegetables has a lot of water. So you will notice that it's going to, you'll start having more water. It's going to be more, it's going to liquefy more. You have more liquid as it sits. But after you make it, this is You see that, how it's coming together. See the cheese, the grated cheese. You can see the nuts. You can see the raisins. I think it's a mixture of raisin and cranberries. I think I mixed it. And let's see, broccoli, cauliflower. Beautiful, beautiful color. And it smells good too. That vinegar. So we'll do a taste test. Now first I gotta put it in a bowl. Let me put a little bit more. This mixture that I think is perfectly measured. But like I say, you may have more liquids if it sit longer in the fridge. But after you make this, let me put it in a bowl. Put it in your serving bowl. You see how beautiful? So I will let my photographer taste it in a little bit, and he can give you an okay how it turns out, but I'm going to taste it myself as well. But this is it. Let's see. My towel. But this is it. The broccoli cauliflower salad. And I'm ready to taste it. I know it's yummy. It always turns out pretty good. So this is it. I hope you try it. That's it. Okay, the next recipe, we are going to use the same cookbook. We're going to be making the sweet potato casserole. And these are all the ingredients that we're going to be using for the sweet potato casserole. Oops. Right there. Okay, of course, we're going to need the sweet potatoes. And what I do is I bake the sweet potatoes for like an hour, maybe an hour, 10 minutes. And I bake them whole to keep in that sweetness. That is how you don't have to put so much sugar in it. If you bake them in the skin, with the skin on, and that keeps all that good old flavor in your potato. You don't waste your flavor. Okay, the sweet potatoes, of course. And then you're gonna need some, let's see, margarine. They say margarine, stick of margarine. I use this butter here, plant-based butter. And you're gonna need some milk. So I use soy milk or almond milk or whatever. You're gonna need some, it calls for white sugar. And again, I'm gonna use the maple syrup. And it calls for vanilla. So a little bit of vanilla, use vanilla. And cinnamon, I'm gonna use some cinnamon. Just a dash of salt. And what is the cinnamon? And also, I may put a little nutmeg. I'm going to try putting maybe, let's say, a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg to get that good flavor. And that is going to be the potato mixture. And then for the topping, I'm going to use this all-purpose flour. Brown sugar. I'm going to use the brown sugar. And margarine. This is not a healthy plant-based meal here. And we're going to use pecans for the topping. We're going to mix all that together. You can either use the whole pecans, or you just make strips of whole pecans on the top of your potato mixture, or you can use the pecan pieces. So you'll see how it turns out. And also, I forgot, we need a binder for the sweet potato mixture. So most of the recipes will ask for egg as a binder. I don't use egg, but this is, if you want to use eggs, it'll be in the recipe as well. This is what my husband used for breakfast. Sometimes he likes eggs, and I use a flaxseed and this is a mixture of flaxseed and chia seeds, but I use flax seeds. So I use for 1 egg, I'll use 1 tablespoon of flaxseed and 3 tablespoons of water to get that to make that binder. You let it sit for a little bit, but for 2 eggs you'll double that. So that is what we're going to be using in this recipe. Okay, now we're going to put the sweet potato casserole together, and these are all the ingredients here. First, I've already mixed together the binder for the with the sweet potatoes. Like I say, you can use egg, or either you can use flaxseed meal. And like I say, for the binder for the flaxseed, you use 1 tablespoon of flaxseed meal and 3 tablespoons of water. And you can double it if you need 2 eggs. But 1 egg is 1 tablespoon of flaxseed, 3 tablespoons of water, and let it sit for a little bit. And then you put it in your mixture or whatever. So that's already inside here. And next we're going to add the milk. And this is like 3/4 cups of milk, whatever milk you want, whether you want dairy milk or non-dairy. This is soy milk, whatever milk you like. So you mix that together, and then I'm going to add in the let's see what's next. Butter in. I put the butter in here, margarine. Okay, it's like a half, what did I say? 1/4 cup of margarine. Gonna mix that together. Just fold it in. And then we're gonna mix some, let's see what's next. Well, I probably should have put the, I do like a lot of cinnamon. So I'm gonna put like a tablespoon almost of cinnamon, because I like it. I like cinnamon. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a little nutmeg. It's gonna be like only about 1/4, because this is very strong. Nutmeg is very strong, but it has a good flavor if you put just enough of nutmeg. It's a good flavor. Okay, that's the nutmeg. And then we're going to put in some cinnamon. I'm going to put in maybe a teaspoon of cinnamon. Oh, this is not cinnamon, this is vanilla. This is vanilla. I just put the cinnamon in. Okay, we're gonna put a teaspoon of vanilla. That's a half. Okay. Trying to get my attention, Jay. Okay, I put a little bit more. Get that vanilla flavor. Okay, and then see that's done. And this, if you're going to add sugar, some people add white sugar. This is just like a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. Like I say, rather than putting sugar, I use maple syrup. Mix that in, fold it in together. I used a mixer to mix the potatoes earlier, but I'm just going to fold this in. Get it all together. Smelling that cinnamon. I think that's it. Oh, and a little bit of salt. A little salt to bring the flavors together. Okay, that's the mixture there. Well, I guess I can leave this in here. Not leave it there. And next we're going to mix the topping. Okay, for the topping over here, gonna mix the topping. And okay, we start off with the butter. I don't like to use a lot of butter, which is that probably is a lot. The butter and pecans. I did a whole cup of pecans because this is probably going to be pretty big. Pecans, and then you add your flour. Oops. Over here and get the brown sugar. A half cup of brown sugar. So you're going to mix it all together. Like I said, I put the gloves on for that reason. You could use a spoon or you can use your hands. This is the topping. Oops. You mix all that butter, the brown sugar, and the pecans together and the flour. Mix it all together. And you're going to sprinkle it on top of the potato mixture. I have to get the casserole dish so you can. So next you put it in a casserole dish. Okay. Okay, next we're gonna pour the mixture into casserole dish. This 9 by 13. I don't think I said how many cups of potatoes, but I think this was 3 cups. Really didn't measure it, but. And smooth that down. And like I always tell my guests, my kitchen, my rules. So I might make them up as I go. Did you see that? Okay, and then we're gonna put our topping on. Keep throwing my towel away. So then we're gonna add this on the top. Oops. Boy, I'm acting like a real cook here. You would think I was a real cook. Sanjay? Yeah, man. Anyway, it's gonna spread all over once that bakes in the oven. Get that evenly spread over the potato mixture. And how beautiful, beautiful is that? Get every little crumb. Okay, and off to the oven. And you put it in the oven for 30 minutes to maybe 40 minutes, 350 degrees, and it should be ready. And this is the sweet potato casserole. And this is another family favorite. This is what my family have me cook every year because they know I'm not the cook. So usually a salad or the sweet potato casserole. And that is all. But since we're not going to be home with family this year, this is for my family in Mississippi, Texas, Florida, and everywhere else, Chicago. This is for you guys. Okay. All right. That's it. So now we have the finished product. So here we have the broccoli cauliflower salad, and we have the sweet potato casserole, and we are going to try it. Well, I am going to try it. Let's see how it turned out. Just a tad bit. Put it there. Still a little hot. This is part of our Thanksgiving dinner. A little bit of salad. Let's see if it's yummy to my tummy. I'm gonna try the salad. So yummy. I'll give you some later. Sweet potato casserole. Still a little hot, but I want to taste it for all of you. Michaela and Marcus, I'm so sorry you're not here. We have to eat this all by ourselves. And those are my two children who love my sweet potato casserole. Normally we meet as a family on Thanksgiving, and they're the first in line to get this, and everybody complains because my kids eat the sweet potato casserole before anyone else does. So this is really good. Yummy. 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 You gotta try it. It's really good. Okay.